and gentlemen, welcome to this event. It's so great to see you all, and I have been looking forward to this moment for months now, but I can promise you it's filled with great people and amazing news. But let me let you in on a secret. I have worked my entire life in the industry, and I've worked in all continents around the globe, and I have never met people passionate about compressed air before I met Energize and our network. And this is kind of strange that not more people are crazy about this area, since it does contain a truly grand energy savings potential. Did you know that compressed air production alone in Europe consumes 80 terawatt hours of energy, and about half of that is wasted? Think about that. I guess the number probably doesn't say too much, but if we are wasting 40 terawatt hours of energy, it equals 8 nuclear power plants, or heating up 1,600,000 average European homes. The people you will meet here today, they are passionate about addressing this huge energy savings potential, and they are putting their heart and their expertise into developing tools and solutions to address and unlock these huge saving potentials. Should we be converting 30 million European cars to hybrid? Or should we simply address the savings potential in industrial compressed air? Well, from an energy perspective, or from a CO2 emissions perspective, the numbers are the same. So let me now introduce you to the CEO of Energize and let him present the dreams that shaped the new Energize that we are launching here today. Hey, Anders, please introduce us to the new Energize and the vision that you have.
Thank you for a vibrant start, Anders. My name is Anders Sjögren and I'm the CEO of Energize. Today marks an important milestone for our company. I'm giving you the new Energize. We have built this new challenger by merging 3 Nordic companies, all specializing in compressed air optimization. As a result, we are not only launching the new Energize, but also an integrated product suite, the compressed air services. But let us look back a few years in time to the origin of our company, because Energize was built on a dream of changing the world and deliver a more sustainable environment for our future generations. Today, we deliver on this dream by energy optimization of industrial compressed air. And let me assure you, the opportunities are massive. Many initiatives are today stimulating an interest in addressing this gigantic opportunity. For example, the United Nations Agenda 2030 and the Paris Agreement are pushing for energy savings and the reduction of waste. New standards like ISO 50001 are helping organizations to structure their work. The technology evolution is making it easier and more cost-effective to unlock hidden potentials. Energize is growing up at the core of this movement. We welcome you all to be a part of this change. As an example, the World Wildlife Foundation have instituted programs to prevent climate change, where multinational companies such as H&M, Lego and Volvo are taking part. Energize has recently been invited as a supplier of energy efficiency solutions to one of these programs. You can join this movement as well through your organizations. Compressed air is a fantastic medium as it enables advanced production with powerful machines. It does not cause sparks or fires, and it's also saving lives in healthcare. Anders, you told us about the enormous energy savings that we can do in Europe, but actually the situation is the same all around the globe. And you ask yourself, why haven't compressed air efficiency been addressed yet? Well, it's a complex matter, but I will give you some background. Compressed air is often considered a free medium. It's even called the hidden utility. Compressed air is clean, it's not harmful, and where it's hot, leaking air can even be a source of cooling. But the fact that generating compressed air, even in mid-sized organizations, can amount to significant sums of money is often unknown. The multinational compressor manufacturers, they are the giants on the market for compressed air. But they have no incentive to reduce the usage of compressed air, rather the opposite. It has also been hard to identify and reduce leakages or find inappropriate use, but that is changing now. With the use of technology and by using expertise from multiple disciplines, physics, mathematics, computer science, operational and information technology, Energize compressed air services has been built to change this situation, to unlock the hidden potential of energy optimization of compressed air. So, technology is there, but there is also a practical side to this. Build awareness, educate and inspire a change of attitude around compressed air. Let me introduce the Energize Maturing Ladder, a framework to support any organization with the steps needed for change management. You can embark on the journey to energy excellence by climbing the Energize Maturing Ladder, and you can lean on the expertise of Energize and our partners and maintain control every step of the way. Building awareness, capturing data, reducing leakages, continuous monitoring, and energy optimization. It has to be said with confidence that the time is now. There has never been a better time than now to address energy efficiency in compressed air.
Well, thank you, Anders. And what a timing it seems to be. But can you be sure this is not just in Anders' own dream world? I think we should go out and hear what the industry has to say. I've been out in the real world, outside of this studio environment, and I have had the opportunity to have some conversations with some of the most established brands in the industry. It will be interesting to see what they have to say about the impact and importance of sustainability questions, energy efficiency, and even maybe some words about the potential in compressed air.
Well, historically, we have been working with energy efficiency quite focused. We have had a central financing of an energy fund for 12, 13 years now, which has really been the motor for making a change in our company. Capital that has been allocated to support energy efficiency improvements. So what we are doing, some years ago, a couple of years ago, we took an initiative for aiming for a more comprehensive management of compressed air. Not only looking at the technique and the machinery as such. Making audits at our mills, starting with bigger paper mills, and then also now initiating activities on our smaller units like sawmills and converting units, and also setting recommended standards related to how we use air, that we make sure we have governance for the taking care of compressed air management at our sites and on divisional level. And also, not the least, the tendency that this compressed air system starts to leak over time. And we have had a couple of examples now indicating that we have these kind of opportunities with working with much better with leak management.
This is actually the main subject every day for me and my colleagues. I work at Scania Industrial Maintenance at a department called Energy, Media and Support. Our focus areas are media capacity, energy efficient production, and lately also energy efficiency when purchasing new machines. Compressed air is great for a lot of things, but it's also wasted when it's used where it's not needed or leaked into thin air. Because the efficiency is only around 7%, we try to fend off the bad solution before the machine is installed. But we also make business cases to our production to change pneumatic-driven components to electrical-driven if the life cycle cost show is worth it. One challenge is the size of our compressed air system. From end to end, it's over 3 kilometers long, which makes the control system difficult. This is where we are starting using the Energize software. If we can find regulation gap, bottlenecks, pressure drops, we can make the compressor operation more efficient.
I think it's 2 parts here. First of all, we have laws and regulations that we have to follow. And then we have a lot of issues that we want to follow or work with. Last year, we more or less a year ago, we started an energy efficiency group here at this company, and we are addressing and prioritize the different issues we find and that we need to follow. In general, we are working very wide, but we are addressing some issues that we need and know that we can save a lot of money. And that is lightings, it's ventilation, it is compressed air for some examples. First of all, we knew that we have had a lot of leakage here, but we didn't really had the manpower to address them all at the same time, so we could change the leakage quickly. We got by chance or by some other might help, we got contact by our supplier that they might could help us in this matter, and that is Momentum and Energize.
It was great to hear from the customers, and Anders, I must say, it seems like you are actually right. So please take the stage again. This is one of the most important milestones, the launch of compressed air services.
Very exciting times. I'm very proud to launch our new software as a service portfolio, the compressed air services. It is unique. It is the only end-to-end solution in the world for energy optimization of compressed air. Now you can unlock all the potential energy savings available in your compressed air system. It's concrete, it's doable, and you will have a very fast return on investment. And you can also start immediately. Just contact our local partner. In a couple of weeks' time, we can deliver a holistic system analysis and give you instant insight into your compressed air system. Through our delivery model, we will secure that you get all support needed for identifying and addressing energy savings potentials, repairing leakages, optimizing compressor operations, etc. We will support you in institutionalizing energy optimization of your compressed air system and implement continuous monitoring, which is the only way to be on top of the situation and take data-driven decisions. So how do we do this? We work in a three-step process with commercial validation between each step to secure project profitability. It's very straightforward. In step 1, we carry out an X-ray of your compressed air system. We install mobile battery-driven loggers in the plant to measure power, voltage, current, pressure, dew point, etc. We capture data for 2 weeks and then we upload the data to the cloud for analysis by our experts. We can, in that way, in a scientific way, establish the energy costs for running the compressed air system. We're also able to present saving potentials and a detailed action plan for how to reach those savings. In step 2, we have experienced service technicians or your own trained staff that identify and repair leakages. When the project is finished, we deliver a confirming system analysis, once again using the mobile loggers to get a scientific definition of the new energy level. We call steps 1 and 2 for leakage reduction. In step 3, the final step, energy optimization, we help you to institutionalize energy optimization in your compressed air system. This gives you an opportunity to monitor and maintain the new energy cost level, or reduce it even further. This work will go on as long as you use compressed air, because we know one thing for sure. Leakages will come back and new ones will occur, and the only way to keep leakages in control is to measure and continuously act. But there is another, perhaps even more important reason for having total insight through continuous monitoring. You get your compressed air system under control and you avoid unwanted surprises. That is why it's so important with a real-time system that can analyze trends and allow you to perform preventive maintenance. The key to success is in, as so many cases, knowledge. And as I mentioned in my opening, we have developed the Energize maturing ladder. The ladder will help you to implement the steps and move towards becoming a champion, delivering on your local sustainability goals no matter where in the world you are. If you start on the level 0, you are in good company. Many of our customers have a high level of leakages and generally little understanding of how their compressed air system is operating. At the early stage, it is important to build awareness in your organization and to motivate action. When we perform system analysis and capture objective data, it's likely the first time you get unbiased information and insight into your whole compressed air system. The initial energy saving is done by reducing leakages. With a monitoring system, you can maintain low leakage levels and perform energy optimization for as long as you use compressed air. Energy optimization of compressed air is probably the cheapest carbon reduction you will ever find. And Energize is the best partner to support you to get there. Please go to our web to find more details on how you can benefit from our SaaS solutions. But now, let me introduce our Technical Director, Bo Kuro, who will give you some highlights from our compressed air services portfolio.
Thank you, Anders. I will highlight 2 examples from our portfolio, Q+ X-ray and Q+ Leaks. If you really want a serious energy impact, you should start where the compressed air is used, the demand side. If you mainly care about the supply side, you can of course streamline the generation of compressed air and you can end up with an impressive generation efficiency. But does this high efficient system fit the real task, the demand side? Do you produce compressed air that should never have been produced at a little too high pressure? And do you use compressed air for foolish tasks such as cooling or cleaning, where other technologies will be both better and less costly? A Q Plus X-ray from Energize gives you instant insight and answers to all these questions. For 2 weeks, we install portable high-frequency loggers to record real-time data from both the supply and the demand side. Next step is Q Plus Leaks, with which we identify and repair leakages. A second Q Plus X-ray will confirm the energy savings achieved. The benefits are you get scientific data proving the result and easy to understand. Energize can suggest further improvements to make the supply side adapt to an optimized demand side. And you now have the perfect basis for decisions in case you need to replace older compressors with new ones. In other words, reduced risk of heavy investments in wrong equipment. You cannot fool my loggers. As I mentioned, we use the Q Plus Leaks module for leak detection and repair management. We are working to make this an even better tool, and here are some recent improvements. Time to value is now shortened by using the new Q Plus Leaks app in both Android and iOS, which also includes a smart offline mode. By using QR code functionality, we now see a substantial decrease in project time with time reductions of up to 30%. New UV-resistant tags shorten the survey time as the leakage grade now is set via a QR code. Use your mobile device to scan the UV-resistant tag and get information about any leak without special software, the leak number, the company and technician who performed the leak survey, the annual cost of the leakage, and the CO2 emission per year. You have access to Energize product and training assets directly in the app with lots of tech tips, educational material, and even a compressed air quiz to check your skills. The new Q Plus Leaks app is a great portal for anyone with an ambition to become a compressed air champion. It's now time to enjoy the home-brewed coffee, but stay tuned. We will shortly present some of the thought leaders in the field of compressed air, including energy optimization of compressed air systems. Make sure to be back in 5 minutes sharp. During the break, I will perform a few tricks that include compressed air. Have fun.
Wow, wow, wow! Welcome back. We have a fantastic journey before us as we are getting acquainted with some of the most magnificent minds in the magic world of compressed air. Compressed air is a great medium for transmitting energy, and you can even build rockets at home using just a plastic bottle, some water, and compressed air. The world record is sending that rocket 835 meters up in the sky. But let's now go and meet some of the most impressive minds in the world of compressed air and see how they view the future in this space. We start by going to Canada. Hi Ron, so great to see you and so great to be back in Canada again. How are you?
Pretty good, Anders. Thanks for calling.
You should know that Winnipeg Jets were my favorite hockey team as a kid. And as I remember, they had a lot of great Swedish players at the time. It must be a fantastic town to live in.
Yeah, those Swedes were real superstars. Yeah, it's a fantastic town if you like hockey and can stand the cold winter temperatures. It's actually called Winterpeg sometimes, jokingly. Nevertheless, I was out golfing the first week in April, and a couple of days later it snowed.
Sounds just like Sweden. So great to have you here. And let's talk about compressed air, because as far as I know, you are as close to a rock star, superstar in this space as you can come. And we are very, very happy to have you here. You talk sometimes about the importance of measuring and getting data-driven decisions. Could you please elaborate a bit on this particular topic?
Yeah, happy to do that. Yeah, compressed air systems are usually quite complex. Each plant is different. And in most organizations, the operators have limited insight on how their systems are operating because they don't properly measure and track their key performance indicators. And we found the best way to optimize a system is first to measure it and then act on the data.
So I know you have been out in the field in many different parts of the world, actually. And can you give some examples of what you have found when you start to measure and take data-driven decisions?
Sure. Surprising results are often found when you carefully measure a system. I went to a customer recently. We thought that we might be able to find some potential improvement. And we started by temporarily putting data loggers on to get some real-time data. And it turned out, based on their flow meter readings, they had 80% leakage. 80% of the energy of their compressed air, your air compressors are using was wasted. And the repair work had a really good return on investment, less than 6 months, and they were able to save 45% in compressed air energy.
This is almost unbelievable numbers, leaking 80% without really being knowledgeable about it and saving 45% of the total energy. That is amazing.
Yeah. Also, many industries have importance on air quality. And one of my customers had a problem. They couldn't figure out why their product wasn't passing quality assurance tests. And we started to measure with data loggers, and we found they had an undetected air dryer malfunction that showed up on dew point readings. And this failure was pretty easy to address and had a great impact on their production results.
Wow. Well, I can truly see that getting the data is important and helpful, but can you also improve the overall production and productivity by measuring and optimizing compressed air?
Yeah, you sure can. We commonly find extremely poor compressor efficiency when we start to measure systems behavior. And inefficient system does add risk for unplanned stops and quality losses due to poor pressure stability. And because the operators haven't been tracking their airflows, there can be unnoticed lack of compressor redundancy, And that risks taking the whole plant down if just one compressor fails at a critical time in production.
Yeah, if I know one thing for sure, in the industrial environment, no one wants unplanned stops. So that must be great.
Yeah. And we also find incorrect compressor control strategies when you look at the real-time data. Customers might have invested, say, in an expensive variable speed drive compressor, but they fail to implement them in an optimum way. This often leads to the compressors fighting one another in a control gap. And if we measure the system, we can quickly identify problems like that and make corrections to ensure better energy optimization.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us, Ron. It has been a great conversation and I've learned a lot. Truly excellent. And of course, I cross my fingers for Winnipeg Jets running a great season to come. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Anders. I'll be cheering for the Jets. So my final advice to industry people out there is plain and simple. Make sure that you measure your compressed air system because it always pays off fast. Having a good set of data helps make it easy to make correct data-driven decisions on how to improve your systems, and it makes it easy to prove the results and at the end of projects and improvements.
Well, thank you again, Ron. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now leaving beautiful Canada. We are moving to Italy. We are arriving in Italy, the heart of machine builders and innovations in manufacturing. And we are meeting Dr. Elvira Rakova and Luca Pagni, who are working on making production equipment intelligent. So, hi Elvira, how are you?
Hello, Anders. Fine, and you?
I'm excellent. And Luca, happy to have you here. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. It's so great to have both of you here, and I look forward to our conversation. Can you please tell us a little bit about your work? Are you really making production equipment human?
I wouldn't go that far in a way, but we're making it possible for equipment to communicate and I would say think. Let me show what I mean here. As you can see in the illustration, we have a pneumatic cylinder, and pneumatic cylinders typically are, I call them the muscles of manufacturing. They're stupid. They just do the work, right? No intelligence. But we're changing these rules. Thanks to the Internet of Things, the sensor technology, a cylinder now can tell a lot of things. For example, if it's not working properly, how it can optimize its work and so on. So it's really changing.
That's amazing. So how can managers and operators then communicate with their pneumatic systems if it's getting intelligent?
Well, Anders, there are actually several levels of information as well as communication types. So, for example, we can start with the LED lamps that inform maintenance manager that something is wrong with the component, to the digital twin of the machine, where we can see communication between various components, to the digital twin of the factory, and finally finish with the condition monitoring system that provide information about the energy consumption over months or year, as well as CO2 emissions that actually can help managers to take decisions in the future.
That's quite amazing. It means that it's truly intelligence that you're building into the simplest things. But are these things something for the future, or can you actually find devices with local intelligence already today?
Anders, both. They are for the future, but they are reality today. What we have developed together, the Cypher smart controller, adds basically artificial intelligence to the stupid muscle, therefore understanding how it works and optimizing its operation, optimizing energy consumption, giving a lot of information to the machine. So yes, it's present now.
So you're saying that the most stupid things are getting intelligent, so maybe I should be afraid. But what is the real upside of this for the industry then?
Well, in my opinion, the circular economy is a hot topic right now. And with this technology, we can see dramatic energy savings for the production.
And I would add to Elvira that's also the other hot topic is the predictive maintenance, therefore allowing machine and plants to operate more efficiently, more production output, better uptime, optimization, very important.
Yeah, Luca, but we shouldn't actually scare people about intelligence and the monitoring system. So what we have to pay attention to is just by adding a couple of sensors and also integrating smart systems for condition monitoring, we can finally achieve great results in the energy savings and make our world a better place in the future.
Oh, that's beautiful. And thank you so much, both of you, for giving me this time and this fantastic information. It's very inspiring. And I feel much better about the future after this. But now we have to leave beautiful Italy and we are moving to Norway. So thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao. So finally we are arriving in Norway. This was actually the only country I had seen before I was 18, and I'm so happy to be back. We are meeting Stig Nyvold. And Stig, you are creating superheroes, as I understand it. Is that true?
Yeah, hi Anders. I really appreciate the opportunity to join you guys today. As you know, as I said, I'm from Norway, famous for the scenic fjords and oil, but also, unfortunately, for the billions of mosquitoes. And as you know, it's only the female mosquitoes that bites and suck blood. So we simply had to make this smart superhuman listening device, being able to hear, detect, track only the vicious mosquito girls coming at you from really, really far out.
I'm so sure this is what it's all about.
Oh, I'm just joking. So what we do, it's all about what we refer to as intelligent industrial superhearing. So let's assume that you need to do a checkup in a very noisy room like this. You have some indication that something is wrong. Moving into the room, though, you can expect to hear something like this. So it's very, very noisy. Let's assume you're interested in finding out if this multi-port valve is working properly. You know, it makes strange sound when it doesn't. The very noisy environment make it difficult to isolate just this one spot. And even worse, you may not even have access to this room. Maybe you are sitting on a remote location somewhere, but that's okay. If you have one of the super microphones located in a room, you can do is log on to it. You will get a live video feed from it. And much like a doctor's stethoscope, you can move this virtual and visible stethoscope and place it at the multi-port valve. And you can even tell the system to color code the noise from this spot. So even from far, far away, you are now able to isolate this particular sound from this valve and diagnose it. You can hear this little ticking sound. So every sound source has its unique audio fingerprints, you can call it. So does this multi-port valve I'm looking at now. The problem, though, is in real life, is that you have almost an infinite number of points making their own local sound. It's all being mixed up, and it creates kind of a chaos, what we often refer to as noise. So let's assume I want to separate these sounds from each other, make some sense out of it, and monitor a set of really, really interesting locations individually. I will like to do that at the same time. I can then take a snapshot of the sound's fingerprint in all the positions I'm interested in, and then I can monitor these fingerprints. I really don't want to sit there and listen to all these points myself. What I want to do is for the super microphone to tell me within a blink of a second, and as soon as there is a slight change in sound in one of these positions, I would like to have a change alarm and I need the exact position. So take this as an example from one selected position. I have in my knowledge base already recorded a normal, meaning no leakage, sound fingerprint from this spot. However, one day a leakage occurs and there will be a change in sound in this spot. The system hears this. And what this is, in fact, is only the sound from the leakage isolated to this point, filtering out non-interesting sound, and it will recognize this as a leakage. A leak detection at position XY alarm will then be set.
This is truly amazing. Stig, this is for me science fiction, but I know that you are turning it even further into space. I know you're working with the robot dog Spot from Boston Dynamics and combining your resources. Tell me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Anders. We have a pretty cool project going on with the Norwegian company Cognite. We are playing with the Spot, as you said, from Boston. The idea now is to program the Spot robot to make the same walking pattern around the site at regular intervals, stopping at pre-programmed position and compare a large number of normal sound fingerprints previously collected with the sound of the day. And that way we should be able to listen and cover a large area with this device. So as you can see, it's a lot more honors than detecting and tracking Norwegian female mosquitoes.
Yes, you are absolutely right, Stig. This has been truly visionary and truly inspiring, and I am so much looking forward to see this in our space. But now I will go back to the studio. I will see what Anders and the development department is cooking up on our end. So thank you so much for being here, Stig. Thank you for your time and your fantastic story.
Thank you, Anders.
Wow, I'm so excited. If the future of compressed air is this visionary, I cannot wait to hear how this is impacting Energize. So let's go back to our CEO, Anders. Hello, Anders. Can you please tell us a little bit about what's in the future of Energize?
Welcome to the final session of this event. The launch of compressed air services is a milestone for Energize, but it can also be a starting point for you to work with energy optimization of compressed air. Today, you have experienced the launch of our cloud solutions and have met some of the global thought leaders and learned about the future from visionary people throughout the business. But what are the next steps for Energize? Energize's mission is to be the global leader in compressed air efficiency software. It is a grand statement. How will we do it? The answer lies in what you have heard today. New technology enables small organizations to deliver highly specialized services globally. And partnerships does enable repetitive delivery and scale up. Going forward, we build the foundation of our cloud solutions, compressed air services, on 5 strategic themes that ensure the greatest benefits for our partners and customers. Alignment, open standards, global business, user experience, automated. Alignment. Energize cloud services should align with each other to provide the best possible end-to-end solution. Open standards. We do not want to lock our customers into proprietary solutions. Instead, we embrace open standards that enables the ultimate flexibility. Global business. Everything we build at Energize is built for global scale-up. User experience. Energize must be a trusted supplier of services, and the only way we can be that is to continuously work and improve as we interact with customers and partners. Automated. The strategy of our company is to step-by-step build intelligence into the software services, to automate analysis and provide software-driven strategies for energy optimization of industrial compressed air. Moving Energize solutions to the next level It will include advanced development projects. I have worked with high-tech companies all my life, and I know that in order to succeed, Energize must work together with you, our customers and partners, and let you take part in directing the research and development. Your success is our success. For this reason, we are now launching the Energize Collaboration Lab, a program split into 3 parts: an industry advisory council, knowledge-sharing webinars, and a customer community. The advisory council is by invitation only and consists of members from partners, influencers, and key customers. The advisory council will be a sounding board for leaders to drive and develop energy optimization of industrial compressed air. In the advisory council, we will discuss, among others, important trends with respect to Energize strategy and open up for development projects. The very first advisory council meeting will be held tomorrow. As a second initiative, our own technical director and compressed air expert, Bo Kuro, will host a series of knowledge-sharing webinars, aiming to raise awareness and to provide tips to the industry. If you are interested and want to learn more, this is the place to go. Finally, we build a customer community. It will be an opportunity for you to share your story and let others know about your experiences working with compressed air. So, at the end of this spring launch on May 11, 2021, I want to summarize all that we have said with one single word: change. Change requires courage, and the process of changing is seldom easy or smooth. Energize is part of that change. Are you? Please go to our web and learn more, and be sure to sign up for the activities in the Energize Collaboration Lab. Thank you for listening.